Your mother is crying, not because you're leaving forever, but because neither of you knows when you'll see each other again. You're only 12 years old, too young to drive, too young to work, too young to understand what it really means to leave home. Yet today, you're boarding a plane alone, a flight from the small Portuguese island of Madeira to Lisbon, nearly 1,000 kilometers away. No family, no friends, no guarantees, just one dream: to become a footballer. And deep down, even you don't know if you're good enough. For most children, football ends when school finishes. For you, football is everything. Your family doesn't have much. Money is always tight. Your father works long hours around a local football club. Your mother works tirelessly just to keep food on the table. Luxury doesn't exist. But every evening, there's one place where all those problems disappear. A football pitch. It doesn't matter if your boots are old. It doesn't matter if the field is rough. The moment the ball touches your feet, the world feels different. People start watching. Adults whisper, "That boy is special." You hear them, but talent alone has never changed anyone's life. Then, Sporting CP calls, one of Portugal's biggest clubs. They've seen you play. They want you in their academy. Most kids would celebrate. You don't, because accepting means leaving everyone you love behind. At 12 years old, you're asked to choose between comfort and opportunity. You choose the dream. The first night in Lisbon, you can't sleep. Everything feels unfamiliar. Different voices, different streets, different people. The room is quiet. Too quiet. For the first time in your life, there's no family waiting downstairs. No mother calling you for dinner. No father asking about football. Just silence. You miss home immediately. Some nights, you cry when nobody is watching. You wonder if you made the biggest mistake of your life. And every morning, you think about going back. But then, training starts. The academy is nothing like home. Everyone here was the best player in their hometown. Everyone believes they'll become the next superstar. Nobody cares who you were in Madeira. Every training session feels like a trial. Every mistake could cost you your place. You quickly realize something. Talent got you here. Hard work will decide whether you stay. So while others rest, you keep practicing. When training finishes, you keep running. When everyone goes home, you stay with the ball. Because you're terrified of one thing: going back home a failure. Months pass. Your homesickness never completely disappears. But something else begins replacing it: belief. Coaches start noticing you. Not because you're the strongest. Not because you're the tallest. Because nobody trains harder, slowly. The lonely 12-year-old from Madeira begins turning into someone different. Someone willing to sacrifice comfort, friends, even childhood, for a dream most people call impossible. Years later, the world will know your name. Cristiano Ronaldo. 5 Ballon d'Or awards. Champions League titles. League titles in England, Spain, Italy. Hundreds of goals. Millions of fans. One of the greatest footballers in history. But none of that began in a packed stadium. It began with a frightened 12-year-old boy, sitting alone on a plane, leaving everything he loved behind, without knowing if he'd ever make it. Because sometimes, the biggest step toward greatness isn't scoring the winning goal. It's having the courage to leave home before you're even old enough to understand what sacrifice really means.